Let me ask you something real. What if the habits you do every day, the ones that feel harmless, normal, even smart, are actually making you less intelligent over time? Because intelligence isn't just about IQ or how fast you think. It's about how you live, how you handle information, and how you train your brain to think clearly. And most people, without even realizing it, are slowly dulling that ability. So today we're talking about everyday habits that quietly lower your intelligence, the kind that steal your focus, weaken your memory, and limit how deeply you think. The first one is your constant search for distractions. You can't sit still for 5 minutes without checking your phone, refreshing a feed, or opening another tab, and your brain has been trained to avoid boredom at all costs. But boredom is where intelligence grows. When you're bored, your mind starts connecting ideas. It starts problem solving. That's where creativity and deep thinking are born. But when you constantly feed it shallow stimulation like endless scrolling, gossip, and short videos, you train it to expect instant dopamine instead of long focus. The smartest people in history didn't come up with great ideas while distracted. They thought deeply because their minds were quiet enough to wander. So if you can't handle silence, you're not just losing focus, you're lowering your brain's ability to think deeply. Start small. The next time you're waiting in line or walking somewhere, don't touch your phone. Let your brain breathe. That's how you start rewiring it for real intelligence. The second habit is talking more than you listen. When you interrupt people, argue just to win, or assume you already know the answer, you stop learning. Intelligent people listen more than they speak because they understand that everyone, even people they disagree with, has something to teach them. Low intelligence isn't about lacking knowledge, it's about refusing to gain new knowledge. The loudest person in the room is often the least self-aware, while the quiet one is observing, processing, and connecting dots. Listening doesn't just make you smarter, it makes you wiser, because it gives you perspectives your ego would otherwise block. So next time you're in a conversation, pause before speaking, ask questions, don't rush to prove a point. Your goal isn't to sound intelligent, it's to become intelligent. The third habit is avoiding challenges that make you feel dumb. You start something new, a skill, a book, a project, and the moment it feels hard, you quit. Not because you're lazy, but because you're afraid of looking stupid or not being good right away. But intelligence grows through struggle. Your brain is like a muscle. If you never push it past comfort, it never grows stronger. And when you avoid hard things, you stay mentally soft. And over time, your mind loses its ability to adapt, solve, and create. The people who embrace confusion and failure become sharper and more capable because they see difficulty as training, not embarrassment. So when you feel dumb, don't run. That's the exact moment your brain is trying to get smarter. Lean into the discomfort. That's how real intelligence is built. The fourth habit is thinking you already know enough. This one shows up as pride or fake confidence when you stop being curious because you think you figured life out. You stop asking questions, stop reading deeply, rely on opinions instead of understanding, and your thinking slowly becomes lazy and narrow. Truly intelligent people never assume they're the smartest in the room. They stay curious like beginners, always questioning, always testing their beliefs, and that humility keeps their minds alive. Ask yourself, when was the last time you changed your mind about something important? Because if it's been a while, it might not be because you're right. It might be because you've stopped growing. Low intelligence doesn't come from genetics or luck. It comes from habits that numb your thinking. Distraction kills focus. Talking too much kills learning. Avoiding hard things kills growth, and pride kills curiosity. If you can break even one of these patterns, your intelligence will rise naturally, not by forcing it, but by freeing it. Because being intelligent isn't about knowing everything. It's about staying curious, disciplined, and humble enough to keep learning even when it's uncomfortable.